That should work, right? Logging onto Twitch. Should be live on Twitch. Ah, great. Salvage mission, it is salvage mission Q. Okie dokie. Let's see. Am I actually live on Twitch? Oh, I am. Cool. Oh, well, I better. Cool, oh, it's live. Q. Oh, my recording's going. I didn't even realize. Oopsie daisy. Well, yeah, sorry. I'm setting up a stream for this and doing all the fun stuff, and it looks like Flo's disconnected, but this is cool. So anyway, Narkexi is from my local. He's playing on the left-hand side, playing Scum against Flo86, who's playing a really cool Republic list that I haven't seen before. So, you just go through them real quick. Narkexi's got Dengar, Armed and Dangerous. Really fun ship to play at 6 points. Of course, Initiative 6. Same stat bar and ability as normal Dengar. If you shoot Dengar, he can shoot you back once per turn because you can get one bonus attack per turn. Then he's got the R2G8. The best way to do this. R2G8 Astrum Gunner. With 2 charges, after perform primary attack that hits, you may spend 2 charges to choose an enemy ship at 0 to 1 of the defender. If you do, that ship gains a strain token. So, really good to just shoot someone, give him a strain, have someone else follow up the shot. Then we've got synchronized handling, 1 charge non-recurring. When you engage, you may spend 1 charge to gain a calculate token. Really good. And then obviously, after you execute a left-hand hard turn, bank, or Segner's loop, you may recover a charge, which is great. Basically, as long as you're turning left, you're getting a free calc every turn, which obviously doesn't work, but it happens. Next, we have starboard thrusters. After you reveal a left-hand turn, a left-hand sloop, so left-hand hard turn or a sloop, you may spend 1. If you do, decrease the difficulty of the maneuver. After you execute a white Segner's loop, gain 1 strain token. So it's twice again. That's an interesting one. I never realized that it doesn't do banks, but I'm pretty sure it's just because what's it called? Dengar's banks to the left are all blue. Yeah, they're all blue anyway. So it's good that they caught that and they actually know that that's a thing. And then of course we have punishing 1. While you perform a primary attack if the defender is in your front arc, roll an additional die. It looks like Flo's back, so they're setting up for their salvage mission. Let me just send this message. Yeah, okay, I sent that out. Cool. But yeah, next we've got Ketsu Onyu. This has become Narkexi's favorite ship to fly. Literally, I verse it all the time. It is really nasty. So at the start of the engagement phase, you may choose 1 ship in both your front arc and your rotating arc, which he does have, and assign them a tractor token, which is really good to give out a tractors and small base ship, move them to where you want to be, take good shots. And with this build, he has got Fearless. So if you're looking at your opponent and your opponent's looking at you, you can just change a result to a hit at range 1. Kira, so while you move and perform attacks, we ignore obstacles that you are locking, which is amazing because you can just sit on rocks and ignore the whole battlefield. And then next we have Contraband Cybernetics to help with your dial? No, help with doing turnaround maneuvers. And, in case you need to take a bump focus, you can still do a red K turn or a white maneuver the next turn. And then, of course, what makes the build super good is Mandalorian Optics. During your systems phase, you may spend a charge to acquire a lock on an object in your front arc. So that includes rocks. So this is how you do rock skipping. You can just jump on this gas cloud on the bottom left immediately. So chuck a lock on it turn one. Next turn, go through it or land on it and just totally ignore it. And then, next turn systems phase, grab a lock on the other rock, jump onto that one, and you just get to rock skip around the whole board, which is just really cool. And then last of all, he's got the Shadowcaster title. If you perform an attack that hits and the defender is in both your front and rotating, which they always will be, the defender gains a tractor token. That one's really useful to tractor medium-based ships, which does make it possible for him to tractor this oddball on the opposing side. And then we have Lima Kai with one of my favorite builds. Lima Kai, her ability doesn't trigger often, but if you can get it off, it's great because it's a free target lock. So before you engage, if you're not in an enemy ship's forward arc, you may acquire a lock on an enemy ship in your full frontal half, which is really useful because she also has a dorsal turret. So if she's like running around the board and if there's a ship beside her and she's firing at the dorsal and they're still in her full 180 or inside the 180 degree front arc, you can still get those locks for the dorsal turret. And then Lima has plasma torpedoes, which is great to remove shields off of ships like Oddball, the one of the only ships in your opponent's list who has shields, as well as having ion bombs to give out ions and R4B11, which is my favorite astromech of all time. While you perform an attack, you may remove one orange or red token from the defender to reroll any number of the defense dice. So this is a couple synergies in the list. For one, R4B11 can interact with ions because ion bombs give out 3 ion tokens. Is this live? Yes. I'm confused. Yeah, so ion bombs can give out 3 ion tokens, and then if you can strip off one of the red tokens with R4B11, you can still keep them ionized because, a medium base only needs 2 to be ionized, and a small base only needs 1. And then, of course, you've also got your tractors from your Shadowcaster, Ketsu. If she gives out a tractor and then hits the ship with another tractor, interesting. Narkexi versus. Are you sure about that, Greg? Narkexi versus Flo86? Maybe it was a stuff up. I'm not too sure. They haven't played. I know Narkexi. He asked them to record and he said they haven't played yet, so I'll double check. But I'm pretty sure. They're playing Salvage? Maybe someone accidentally did the wrong game. But I'm pretty sure this is their league game for the week. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. I just sent him a message to ask, and I'll see. Maybe it has. Who knows? But yeah, continuing on, the last ship in the list is Cad Bane, armed and dangerous, who has the same stat bar, same pilot ability, same ship ability, exact same action bar as the normal Cad Bane. But you get the new flechette cannons, which is pretty cool if you can line up the bullseye and hand out a strain, as well as one of my a really good upgrade, Toto 360. In the system stage, you can spend a charge to ditch a stress token, gain a strain token, and gain a calculate token, which is really cool because that just means twice per game you can basically say, I can do a red maneuver, then do another red maneuver, or you could do be stress like a focus into boost, focus into barrel roll, ditch your stress, grab a calculate for the next turn, and still do a blue maneuver to get rid of the strain. And that way you can have like a target lock calc or an evade calc or a focus calc just for if you're taking a lot of shots. Looks like they've set up the board, and Scum is on one end, Republic's on the other. For crates, I don't know who. Scum doesn't really have many people to pick up these crates, but Republic does. Anyway, next is the Republic side. We have got Aeta to Actus Anakin Skywalker. After you are a friendly Obi-Wan ship at range 0 to 3 executes a maneuver. If there are more enemy ships than other friendly ships at range 0 to 1 of that ship, you may spend 1 force. If you do, that ship removes 1 red token of their choice. That's pretty cool. How does so that means that Anakin's spending it no matter who it is, and they can remove a stress token, and that's after they fully execute. Well, after they execute a maneuver, so that way you can get rid of their stress and they can still do actions. Yep. We have Predator and Q7. So Predator, if it's in the bullseye, get a free reroll on your attack die, which is great. With the aiders who rely on their bullseye to get decent shots. Okay, it has been misreported. Okay, cool. That clears it. I thought that would have been it. And then you've got Q7 Astromech. While you barrel roll or boost, you can move through and overlap obstacles. I'm very interested in that. I don't know where it's going to come into effect, but it's good. And then last of all, he's got targeting computer to add a white target lock to his action bar instead of the purple one. Next, we have Plo Koon in the Delta 7. He's got R4P Astromech to reduce the difficulty of a maneuver, a basic maneuver, so no turnarounds, but all those easy ones. And then because it's just a simple Delta, he's got the calibrated laser targeting. If they're in the bullseye, you can add a focus result to your attack roll. Next, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, Aeta 2. This is another ability that interacts with Anakin. So after you're a friendly Anakin Skywalker, a ship at 0 to 3 executes a maneuver. If there are more enemy ships than other friendly ships at range 0 to 1 of that ship, you may spend 1 force. If you do, that ship gains a focus token. I actually like that one a lot. It means there's decent opportunity for, Anakin to fully execute a maneuver, be in a bad spot, remove his stress if he is stressed. Obi-Wan could give him a calc, and then Anakin could do an evade or a barrel roll or a boost or something. Decent survivability for those two, because they're going to need it with their only 3 agility and 3 hull. They can die very quickly. And then Obi-Wan's got swarm tactics. I'm guessing he's staying with Axe, who is the only non-initiative 5/6 in the list. But next we have Oddball in the Siege of Coruscant version, which is horrible. I hate this ship, but at least it's 5 points now, so it's mildly not as bad. And then last of all, we have Axe in the Siege of Coruscant, a torrent, V-torrent, with barrage rockets, Deadeye shot, born for this, which is cool. And then after you perform an attack, you may choose another friendly ship with the born for this ability at 0 to 2 in your side arc, so that will only be Oddball. And that ship gains a lock on the defender. Okay, so you can give out locks to friendlies after he shoots, so he can set up Oddball for the next turn. But yeah, looking at this board, so Anakin boosted in the system phase and then has gone 5 up the board and then barrel rolled. Did he boost it? Yeah, he did boost in system phase. These Scum ships have played kind of fast. Narkexi's trying to get to that middle lane there. Of course, Ketsu can ignore it, but that's fine. Lima's playing slow behind, which is interesting, but he did set up directly opposite the rock. And then he sent Republic has sent Poe around the back, which I don't think is a good idea, because unless you're one harding and barrel rolling to their right, and yeah, unless he one hards and barrels to the right, these guys could just be 5-shooting off the board and trying to take out that target, which of course would be horrible. That would be absolutely disgusting. But it would be cool. It would be cool to see. So they finished their first round. Is this video input my... I wonder, is the video input just my application? That's audio. Oh, whatever. Should be right. Yeah. What are we at? We're at round 2. About to start round 2. This is where the fun begins. What am I expecting to see here? Probably I would say a 5 straight from Ketsu. 5 straight in Ketsu would be great because you put a little bit of pressure on Plo, and then it gives you the option to 3 hard around the side here next turn, coming near that gas cloud, which of course you can just lock and ignore. I wouldn't be surprised if Cad Bane did a 2 straight and grabbed a claim, as well as Lima doing probably a 3 bank and grabbing a claim. I think that still fits that objective. And then depending how fast Ketsu goes, Dengar could try and bank in or keep going straight, but either way, she'll be right. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yes, we'll see. I didn't start the timer, of course. I always forget that one. What are we at? We're at 69 minutes starting now. Cool. Let's see what happens. Yo. I got some cheesels. I don't know if Americans have cheesels. Probably. They're just cheese rings. Cool. Looks like Scum is first player yet again for this round. What are they discussing? Probably systems phase repositions with both the Adas making noise. So I was chatting with Narkexi before this game, because obviously we go to the same local, we chat about matchups and stuff. Obviously, he won't. We're not chatting during the game, but we chatted before, and he was expecting to see your. Oh, there's the 5 straight from Cad. I would not be surprised for a focus boost left. Looks like he's going to try and chase down Plo. But we chatted about the what do you call it? The most common Republic list that we see, and what's the best option. And it was a tie up between this one or a Dengar Fen Talonbane list. But I like this one that he's brought. He's really good with Ketsu, which is painful sometimes because I hate playing against Ketsu. But it looks like Ketsu's grabbed a claim here, hoping to have some range on the rest of the list. Here's your 2 bank claim from Lima. I would have liked to see the 3, but I'm guessing he wasn't sure if it was going to fit. Because it kind of hurts for next turn, because I don't think that... Actually, the 3 bank will land, so he'll be fine. But Plo has fallen for that trap. I wouldn't be surprised to see the barrel roll to the left, towards the bottom of the table. Or, yeah, because I don't think they have bullseye right now. But I wouldn't be surprised with the barrel roll to the left. Maybe even the boost up to the right afterwards, but I don't see why. Yep. So there's a force spin for the after you full execute the maneuver. Barrel rolling backwards. And then looks like he's just going for the claim. I mean, I don't mind it. It's your only shot coming in is from Cad Bane there, so it is worth the grab. But you're in a weird position next turn because if you're not careful, Ketsu could just track you, bump into you, and track you off. There's your 2 hard from Oddball and a 2 hard from yeah, 2 hard. Yeah, 2 hard from Obi-Wan as well. So they're looking to get that middle lane. They're lined up pretty well. So be careful of speeds for next turn. And Dengar went straight, which I don't mind. That's cool. Where did Anakin go? 3 hard. 2 bank left. Anakin claiming. I guess he's more concerned about keeping Obi-Wan alive for Axe to get that initiative 5 swarm tactics. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Axe's ability will trigger off the swarm tactics as well. Because you'll swarm him up using Obi-Wan, the 5, and then he'll shoot before Oddball and then give Oddball the free lock with his ability. Because he's got the Born for this. So, Cad Bane's taking some hits here. Definitely. It gets you as a shot. Cool. Well, that's lovely to see. What are we looking at? 3v2 with a hit crit. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Take a shield off of Oddball straight away. That's a shield upgrade he gets with the standard loadout, so worth it. I think he's checking Born for this, but yes, I think he's checking Born for this so that way Axe passes the token instead of Oddball spending his token, because Born for this only works on defense. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's what they did. Yeah, there's a strain, so definitely. Cool. I like it, it's good. You just check an Arcs, no shot there. No shot for Axe either. It'll just be Oddball and Plo Koon. Oddball's got to choose who he wants. That looks like any of them. Who knows? I think he pointed at Ketsu, so that could be it. Because Ketsu had the crate and no token. But whoever it was just lucked out perfectly. Especially if that was Ketsu there. That's amazing. Gotta love seeing that. They have Plo Koon, range 2, no bullseye. Ooh. Thought he was debating spending that there. So it's going to be shield off Cad Bane. Cad Bane can try and take a shot back. Hopefully get something out of it. Hopefully give him a stress. It's not bad. It's 2. These are the slow rounds. Oh, that's beautiful. He made him spend the force. That's great. So it's going to be a force down Plo Koon for the next turn, which, I mean, you're not using it for reposition, but it means it turns off your ability if you're launching forward. But yeah, so 2-2. They both still have crates, which is great for both of them. And we're heading into round 3. So what am I thinking is going to happen here? I'm not sure what Ketsu is going to do because she's got her Mando optics, so she could just grab the lock on oddball and do the 3 bank in, but then you're putting yourself in a really awkward spot with everyone there. I reckon Cad Bane's going to drop the stress for the strain and calculate using Toto. Yeah, Toto. And then he will probably just do, I would be doing a 1 bank with a barrel to the left because that oddball has to go fast otherwise, or has to go fast on the straight maneuver or bank in, which I'm guessing the bank in is going to be the best option. Same thing as well is Anakin and Axe are both, not Anakin, Obi-Wan and Axe are both lined in on that same angle. So Axe needs to at least do a 2. So I'm pretty sure these aiders, does that show their maneuvers? Yeah, their fastest straight maneuver is, slowest straight maneuver is a 2 straight. So hopefully they don't, you know, bump each other there. But yeah, so Ketsu could try and do a straight to just get in on Plo Koon, but I reckon, doing the grabbing the lock on oddball, doing the 2 bank left, having Lima do a 3 bank left, and then grabbing the lock, and then Dengar doing a 2 hard, and then even Cad Bane doing a 1 bank barrel roll focus left. That's decent a decent strike you could take on oddball. And I mean, yeah, you're letting Plo Koon go, but the rest of his list is coming down that lane. You've set up Ketsu for a good 5k for the next turn, depending how fast you go. Dengar's going to have a straight lane, so that way he can work on his sides, and obviously there's a slip in there he could fit. And then Lima doing the 3 bank should land her just about where Ketsu's front base is. So that'll be great for her to grab a lock and start shooting plasmas at oddball and just get that selfless out of the way straight away. Have no part in it. Yeah, I think Oakland's probably just doing a 3 bank left. Maybe I don't even think you'd risk a 5 straight. You don't want to get too close to Dengar because you lost your reposition with your crate, which means you're probably not getting bullseyes unless they just happen to land. And at the same time, if everyone turns in towards the rest of your list, there's no reason for you to shoot at Dengar to give him a second shot. I think Anakin's most concerning here. He's grabbed a crate, so he can't reposition. So I mean, what does he do there? Like a 2 bank into that spot, and then 2 bank into the center. But then you're running a crate carrier into the center, a very fragile crate carrier into the center of the board, where you could easily get wiped out if you roll bad. So it's interesting. It's an interesting decision to pick up with Anakin there, because Obi-Wan also could have picked up because the crate was sitting about here. So Obi-Wan could have picked up but decided not to and decided to take an evade. And then Anakin picks up the crate when he's on the flanking position. So it would have made more sense for Obi-Wan to pick it up since he's only going straight and probably not repositioning for this engagement because, your 2 large base ships are going to be moving into that center. I don't know. Interesting. It's interesting decision making, but maybe you just wanted Anakin off of the side. Maybe you didn't want to have a crate on Obi-Wan to make him a better target to choose instead of something like Oddball or Axe because he wanted to keep the swarm tactics. I'm not sure. That's the other thing. Does Narkexi go after Oddball here, or does he go after Axe, who has a barrage rocket and can be a threat if left alone because he's setting up Oddball for a double modded shot? I think either way, it'd be easier to track the not Oddball Axe because it's a small base ship. So I think my choice would be go after Oddball first and then switch to Axe just because of the selfless on Oddball. 'Cause I hate that ship, hate that card, but there's so many options he can like each player could do here. Like even Cad Bane could strip his stress for the strain calc and do the 5k and then just stay strained and say, okay, well, oddball's most likely banking in. These guys are probably still going after the same targets. But Scum has the advantage now because Republic have to go first. There we see the Toto spend. Very nice. There's Mando Optics, so it looks like Oddball's going to be the target. Yeah. Love that Mando Optics. And then is Obi-Wan repositioning? That's the only other systems phase here. But no. We got the 3 straight from Axe. So maybe he's going to try and... Oh, maybe... Not too sure, though. Not sure how fast Oddball's going now. But I think Axe might be the best target in this spot here. There's your 1 bank. Probably a barrel roll left for focus. I'd be getting into range 1 of Axe. I mean, he's going to have a barrage rocket anyway. And you can't get out of that spot you're in next turn with because you don't have system phase repositioning. Sorry, and getting a stress is great for your ability with Cad Bane because you can pass that away. There's your focus. Now I think he's debating the barrel roll. Please don't stay there. I don't think it's a good idea. Yep, there's a barrel roll. Push in, go for it. Yep, beautiful. I guess that's also a problem if Plo Koon did a 2 straight, but I really don't think Plo Koon did a 2 straight. There we go. Plo Koon does a 2 straight. Yeah. I guess that was a predictable move from Cad Bane. But at least you have the calculate and no bullseye. And all Plo Koon can do is either choose a token or take a lock, but why would you lock? Just to focus. There's a 3 straight from Obi-Wan. Oh, if Ketsu has that spot open and goes straight, I would be smashing Obi-Wan this turn. I mean, either way, Oddball's a 5 point, Obi-Wan's a 4 point, Axe is a 3 point nat that you don't really need to worry about too much after you kill. Oh, you still have to worry about him, but you can easily kill him. Oh, 3 bank landed. Wow. Very close, very close. Grabs a focus. That 3 bank's good because now he gets Cad Bane's backside. Maybe it would have been better to barrel roll backwards with Cad Bane. Make him waste a barrage rocket shot if he wanted to take that. That could have been a better decision. And there's just stress focus from Ketsu. Oh, that's beautiful. That just landed. 3 bank's good. Grab your lock. Looks like Oddball's a target, which I think is interesting. Anakin just landed on a rock? Okay. Anakin takes a damage? Okay. I mean, you skip your perform action steps, so I think, yeah, that was just a mistake. That was just a clear mistake. And there's your Dengar grabbing your lock. Gonna grab, before he engages, grab a calc with his, what's it, synchronized console, whatever it is, synchronized handling. Synchronized handling. There's your swarm tactics. Axe is up to 5. Then we're going to see the start of engagement Ketsu tractor. And only be able to give that to, yep, Oddball. So Ketsu's going to have to hit her range 0 shot to get the tractor off on Oddball, which would be good because then you could move and barrel roll them into an awkward spot. And at range 1 of potentially get him in range of Cad Bane in Cad Bane's arc. And there's your synchronized handling for the calculate. Third eye shot at Oddball. Big money, 3 hits. Beautiful. Not really punished, takes 2 shields. Spends 2 to hands out a strain. Beautiful. So you hand out the strain to Oddball, and then you make Ketsu shoot Oddball as long as Ketsu rolls a single hit on her range 0 shot. She can tractor Oddball, which means Lima. Oh, why are you shooting? It's not your turn. Don't shoot Lima first, please. I mean, you guarantee the plasma hitting. I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess that's how you make use of the plasma more, being able to actually strip off that last shield. But yeah, okay. Let's see who goes for here with Plo Koon. And you have a range 1 on Cad Bane. Jeez. It's range 1 at Cad Bane. For 2 and a focus. Spend the focus for 3. Cad Bane's going to spend their calculate for 2. Takes a shield. The last shield off Cad Bane. And then here's Oddball shot coming in. Three dice on Lima, it looks like. No cigar for the crit. Lima still will take 1 shield. At least you get to keep the box. That's good. And we still have 2 more shots coming in here. Sorry, this is the rear arc veteran turret gunner shot onto Cad Bane, and that's pretty nasty with no shields. Takes a crit. What do we got in Cad Bane? Hull breach. Okay, well, he's gonna die. He's the next target. That's not very good. 1 shield takes a hull breach. Let's hull breach that one. Cool. Maybe the range 1 from Axe. Axe got swarmed up to initiative 5, so he gets to shoot before Cad Bane. I think he's debating Ketsu because he's got the bullseye for barrage rockets to try and get rerolls into crits. We'll see in a second if he starts rerolling. No, it's just a primary under Cad Bane. Who rolls out of it, of course. That's good. And then last of all, we got Obi-Wan with a range 2 on Cad or a range 2 bullseye shot onto Ketsu with the 3 dice in the bullseye because it's the Ada version of Obi-Wan. So let's see how many dice he pulls. In case you don't know, that focus belongs to Cad Bane. Has not spent it. That's onto Ketsu. 1 crit. Ketsu needs to roll paint. There's 1. Beautiful. So I gets to keep the crate for another round, which is amazing. And then, does he go with Lima? He goes with Lima. So he's going to shoot that plasma into Oddball. Strained Oddball. So 0 dice for him. So it just guarantees that it's going to hit. He's got the luck to reroll. Hopefully getting full mods so he can just try and take out as much of that hull as possible. Or Ketsu's shot. Looks like it. Boom. Shield, hit, crit. That's going to be good. That is very good. Which is a direct. Ooh, that's good. That is very good. 2 hull left. So Ketsu could even just kill Oddball here. I'll add the direct, I guess. I guess we can. Is Ketsu with a range 0? Of course you go for it. 3v1. Like with 2 hull left on Oddball. If you roll paint, it's beautiful. And that's a no paint, so nah. But I mean, I guess none of your ships died and you didn't lose any crates. So that's best case scenario. I mean, Cad Bane's not getting a shot onto Oddball, but it's going to be an initiative tie to see if Oddball can even do a turnaround this coming turn. Here's a range 1 from Cad Bane. Spend the focus for 3, and you're going to be passing off that stress to what's his face, so you can do a 5k. Yeah, Axe only has 2 dice. Or you keep the stress and you do the takeoff. You do the Toto, but I wouldn't be risking that. Yeah, we see the spend here. Give the stress off to Axe, which is great, and that's 2 damage on Axe, which is cool. Slowly getting there. And then that is 2 points each for end of turn. And no one's dead yet. We're about to head into round 4. Hopefully. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah. Recover forces. Man, all these force on the table, and he's only been spending force on Plo. Obviously, Anakin has a crate and can't barrel and stuff, and I mean, Obi-Wan's not really in a good spot. I mean, yeah, so I'm thinking this coming turn, Cad Bane goes for the 5k. Ketsu goes for the, this is the problem. Ketsu needs to move, and if Ketsu doesn't move, then he's getting Dengar and Lima to bump, and you can't guarantee that that space there is going to be a fit a large base where Axe is. And even so, Axe is probably going to be bumping anyway, so this is a whole bump train round because no one on Narkexi's team or the opposing team has zeros. So, honestly, this is good because that means for Scum, this is good because yes, you might be bumping your ship, so that means he might be bumping his ship. So, Axe obviously is moving first. I don't think. What does Axe's dial look like? I can pull it up on the overlay, can't I? That's barely big enough to see. There we go. I mean, he's got I don't even know. Do you just pull in? Just pull up the 2 hard left and say, hopefully it's a friendly enemy bump, and I bumped with the shot still. I'm not too sure what the maneuvers are coming for this turn because it's not a very good board. Even so, Anakin's in an awkward spot as well. So if he gets too close to Ketsu and Ketsu doesn't move, that's going to be a tractor on Anakin and take shots because he's only got 2 hull left there. So I'm guessing he's going to be moving Anakin in and taking an evade. Obi-Wan is going to have to figure out which direction he wants to slightly bank towards because he's going to be bumping into the back of Oddball, who 100% is not moving. Unless Ketsu moves and Lima moves, then Oddball's not really moving there. I mean, maybe 2 hards to the right and takes his veteran turret gunner, but It's just such an awkward spot for them, all the ships to be. Such an awkward spot. And the other thing is that fully execute after you fully execute. So there's then yeah, Dengar. I guess you. I mean, I guess you can try and dial in jumping maneuvers to see if you, even if you bump, you can stress focus and it's not friendly. Like maybe Ketsu does the one straight, bumps into that spot. Then Lima does the two bank, bumps into oddball but stays there, so she can still stress focus. And then same for Dengar. Maybe he pulls in the four straight and hopefully jumps over Ketsu but bumps into the back. That way you're still getting your stress focuses, even if you're bumping in a line at the back there. I think Scum is indefinitely the bigger advantage for that side of things because um, there is guaranteed to be one's like initiative 3 ship there, and then all of these guys, all these two and those two are tied initiatives for movement. I guess Plo Koon just does like another two straight and just keeps his arc on Lima. Or maybe if you're the Scum player, you gamble on moving first and moving second, and if oddball's too harding to the right, you can one straight. I'm not sure. It's interesting. It's an interesting position they're both in. Like, really interesting. But it looks like Narkexi's got what he wants figured down. Can I ping? Charge. You get it. He gets it in the end phase because he spent it before the end phase. Just in case they forget. Normally that's like something like that's what I do all the time. I just forget about CAD's charges and then or proton cannon charge, and then I just go like, oh wait, it's been 2 turns. I have it back now. But yeah, might as well keep track of it if we can. But so far, Republic's looking in a world of hurt compared to Scum. There we go. Scum moving first. Hopefully, you dialed in your jumping maneuvers correctly and made the right prediction. um, Otherwise, it's going to be really awkward if you just start bumping into the back of your ships. Let's see. Debating systems phase repositioning or Mando optics. Who are you taking that lock on? Mando optics from Ketsu. Is it? Are you doing it on Anakin? You're doing it on Anakin. Cool. If Anakin's going in there and ends up range 1 of Ketsu, that's a tractor and a half. It's gonna be beautiful. Cool. So axe to the 3 straight friendly bump. So you remove your stress, but you roll for your damage. There we go. That's another damage on axe. Now Cad Bang goes for the 5k. Yep, beautiful. Takes his stress. He's in a great spot there. Has shots on gonna be on most people. And then we go to initiative 5s. Ketsu does the yeah, Ketsu says hello. Lima bumps on the 2 bank. And the only problem with Ketsu there is if Annie bumps and you tractor. Oh, you could keep him on the rock if he doesn't leave the rock. Ooh, that's actually really smart. I like that. That's beautiful. Let's see. Stress focus for Lima. Oddball's doing the 4 straight. I'm guessing was supposed to pop the no. Doesn't pop. I think he's thinking about it now. He's got the R4P astromech, but I guess he's playing as it as in I didn't say it, so my bad. And then wow, look at that. Obi-Wan does the two Talon directly in the face of Cad Bane. Holy man. Holy dooly. So that's a force for that. And he can still do an action afterwards. What a prediction. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but that's beautiful. I think you take the focus here and use that on attack because you're going to be dead to rights. So no point taking an evade here. We'll see if the Flo86 remembers that that's an effect. Or I mean, you take the evade for another shot, but maybe I'm not too sure. It's yeah. Cool. Takes it. One hard from Plo, the focus. I guess Dengar's doing the one straight. That's a friendly bump. Wow. That's a damage on Dengar. Well, that's disappointing, but it's Dengar. He's fine. Wow. Okay. Wow. He played really smart there. But yeah, I'm surprised that Narkexi took the lock on Anakin if you're going for the range 0. I don't think you would have been able to tractor him off, and now you're stuck in a horrible position where you can't. If you 5k, it's on the gas cloud, so you're missing out on a turn of combat. I guess you can do the 3 hard and try and skip the rock, but you've used both of your Mando optics charges, so that's that. Good round by Republic. Good maneuvers to get out of that spot. That's the Swarm Tactics bumping Axe up to initiative 5. And here's Dengar's shot. What do you do here? I think it's pretty safe to say that Cad Bane could be dead by his shot. Maybe you just start taking out Axe. You have 1-2 shots onto Axe. 6 dice in total. No mods, but I think that's your safest bet, is to shoot Axe here. I mean, yeah, Obi-Wan hasn't been touched. Anakin hasn't been touched. Well, Anakin's got a damage, but yeah. Well, there's 1 crit, no tokens, and that will be into Axe with the 2 agility. Axe is nothing, takes a crit. Hull breach. Right back at him, that's good. There's a range 1 from Anakin with the lock and force. That's a good roll. That's a lot of damage. Oh, nice. Just 1 crit. Blinded pilot. Okay, well, you weren't taking any decent shots anyway, so that's probably best case scenario. And for this turn, just considering this turn. And then initiative 5, Ketsu obviously missed their shot this turn, which is a big blunder. I don't know what the focus was for. Maybe they skipped Ketsu's maneuver. But here's a range 1 onto Axe from... Wow, nice. Lima's got the full string, so that's going to be hopefully 1 blank or 1 focus for this guy, and he's dead. Yep, he's dead. Takes it all. Axe will still get same initiative shooting. I hope they remember that because he is boosted to initiative 5. So please don't remove him off the board. Was there anything in there that was important? No. Oh, he got a fuel leak as his first one. Yeah, right. Nothing important for Axe's shot back, at least. So I guess you take that first. You gonna shoot Dengar? No. One crit on Lima, and he gets the crate. Yeah, they're dropping it. Cool. Just watching to see if they remember that. But that is big for Axe at least. At least you're dead, but you at least get the crate drop beforehand, so worth it. Especially in a spot like that when no one on the Scum side can easily get it back. I'd be shooting Obi-Wan first, range 1 bullseye. So get your 4 dice, and then you, if needed, if you don't kill Cad Bane, Chloe could take the shot. And I mean, do you sink all your force into this? Do you sink all your force into this? It's going to be bad for the return shot if you don't kill him. Okay, sinking all his force. So Cad Bane has to roll at least 1 evade. How about you take 2? Wow. Damage sensory rate. Wow, man. Cad Bane is on another level this turn. Holy. What luck. Now it's just a 2 dice shot back, a 2 dice shot here. Hopefully it's nothing. It's 1. You're not dead. Wow. And then he gets his blanks. So he takes another crit, which is a weapons failure. So that is good. That's good for Republic at least. Dengar, not Dengar, sorry. Almost taking his shot. It's 2 hits on the Lima, it looks like. Yep, 1 agility. It's got to be Lima. And Lima takes a hit. So Republic slowly getting through there. And now, Cad Bane will take his weak ass weapon shot. Don't forget the Cad Bane. Yep, they're just adjusting score. Okay. Cad Bane, take your shot. That's range 1 on Obi-Wan in bullseye. So you're rolling 2 dice against 3 with a dead to rights. So this is going to be very potentially good. Weapons failure, weapons failure, weapons failure, weapons failure. What's he pinging? Okay, there we go. Sorry, that must have been annoying to listen to, but yeah. Does ping the weapons failure, so does know. 2v3. So that's 1. If it's a blank out, it lands. It lands. Might as well go for it, eh? 1 damage onto Obi-Wan. I mean, he's slowly getting there. Slowly damaging these high initiative ships. Nem 1 to 2. Gets his charge back. So that Ketsu blunder was astronomical. I like the idea he had of taking the the Mando optics onto Anakin there in that turn, but I feel like it would have been better to save it and just grab a focus and just say, like, because there was every possibility that Anakin gets out of that spot there. Like, realistically, Anakin two-hearted, so he's just sitting right here. If Anakin four straights, he's out. If Anakin two banks, he's out. If he two-hearted, either way, he's out. I mean, Cad was pretty. It was a pretty pretty predictable move Cad did there. So that was pretty choreographed, and Flo86 knew where to go. So that's why I was thinking more of the on the line of get these guys here to bunny hop. That way, for one, Oddball would be stuck in that spot if you bunny hopped. Because that way, maybe he would have landed, but I don't think so. Like personally, I don't think he would have landed if you didn't if you bunny hopped, because um dial the three bank from Lima, she lands on top of Oddball and then takes a stress focus and bumps here. Dengar goes Ketsu goes for the one straight, has a wide open arc to see what she wants to do. Dengar goes for the four straight and tries to just jump over the top. I'm pretty sure that's a white on that guy. Dengar four straight is white. So bunny hop onto Oddball if Oddball's still there, or if Oddball's not there, just move into that position. Have yourself at the front, get some good shots. But obviously, he tried to focus it on Anakin, which is great if Anakin fell for it, but Flo86 was on top of it, which is cool. Good for him. And what do we got? Blinded, damage sensor array, hull breach, and weapons failure on Cad Bane. So he's leaking. He just needs to run here. I mean, Hodo four straight, make some bumps. Three hard to the right. Because that's where these guys look like they're going. I guess you one straight Lima, or maybe even one bank Lima and try and get a dorsal, but I don't think you're seeing Oddball again. Or you send Ketsu after Oddball. Go for the three hard left. I think lands on the debris, but you could go for the two bank or the three bank or the one bank even to try and just get yourself around to that side. Lima could launch forward to just get range one. She could stay back to try and get a plasma. But you got to be careful of Dengar coming in there. So it's just an awkward positioning trying to fit all those large bases and the high initiatives into that lane, and then having your opponent do the exact same thing. And obviously his ships are more maneuverable, so Republic had a better chance of getting out of there. And of course, initiatives really matter in that spot. He would get one back. He would get two back. Correct. Yes. Sorry, I didn't. I keep always forget that. New card. What's he saying? If he's meaning to say he could have done it last turn, that's a no. But maybe he's meaning to say finish the round. Finish planning. Who knows? One of the two. What else could you do with Cad Bane here? The four straight's the obvious play to just say, like, you guys have to do turnaround maneuvers or rely on Anakin to kill me. The unobvious play is I mean, you could one bank to the right and try and boost down towards your friendlies. Like one bank right, which should land, and then boost the one forward, but Plo probably could choose the timing of their moves and friendly pardon me, friendly bump to get a shot if needed. But for me, I think the Toto 4 straight stress focus is my best option to survive that. Maybe even the Toto into 3 bank and cloak. Or Toto into 1 hard right and cloak. If that lands, like I'm not sure what the best option is here because it's hard to stay alive where everyone's in those positioning there. And then you also have to worry about when you move, is it worth moving and getting someone else to bump and then start a bump train on that with the bottom to Lima and Dengar? Like, it's interesting. It's really interesting how he can try and get out of this. And I think Annie's just doing a 1 hard. Obi-Wan's doing a 4K, which is red on those guys. And then Plo could just be 1 banking to the right. I'm just saying, if you bump into Obi-Wan there, I can grab a shot on you. Yeah. Well, here we go. We'll see. Looks like, ooh, Public's going first. We got our Toto. Last Toto charge. We have our force spend. Ooh. For the boost. Ooh. Maybe you're trying to block Katsu's maneuver. If a 2 straight, block Katsu onto the rock. If she's doing a 3 hard to the right, which is my best option. We got the 1 hard left into a focus. Mate, you're strained. That should have been a cloak. You have 1 holder. Oh, no, damage sensor array. You have to. Yeah, never mind. That's all you can do. I would have much preferred the 4 straight then. Wow. Yeah, the 4 straight would have gone way better in that spot. Yeah, just grabbing a fade. Everyone's out. The 2 sloop to the left from Plo. Okay. Hetsu did the 3 hard left and will say, sure, I'm on the cloud. Roll for that. See, this is why I would have liked to leave a Mando optics charge, because he could have avoided that with Kira. But that's okay. And then we have the 1 bank to the left with Lima. So it looks like Dengar will be bumping this turn. You 100% you take your stressful focus here. There's a high chance you'll be able to grab a lock. I think that is a big move. Never mind, you wouldn't have, but that's okay. Well, 2v1 for that defense there, whether Cad Bane lives or not. That's interesting. Okie. What are we doing here? No start of engagement for Katsu. No start of engagement for Obi-Wan. And he takes first shot. Bullseye, range 2 onto Lima. So 3v1. Predator. And I would spend a force there for 3. Guarantee it. That's going to be 3 damage on Lima Kai. 2 hull left. Then we got range 1. Please make Plo spend some tokens, Dengar. Put some hurt on him. Roll well. That's good. Yep. Put some hurt on him. Drop his crate. Wow. Okay. Well, that at least makes him spend 1. So he's taking a shield crit and dropping the crate. That's beautiful. Beautiful. What crit do we have? Direct. Oh, wow. Lima Kai could be. Oh, give him the strain. Please remember to give him the strain. Oh, that would be beautiful for Lima's shot. Oh, that's actually beautiful. If you remember that, if he remembers that, that's 1 force left on Flo, and you can give him the strain to make Lima do a 2v1, 2v2 range 0 shot, and you have. And not, I mean, it's like a 2v2, and I mean, you've got a force on Plo, but it's still worth it, I think. Oh, I remember your effects, man. He always forgets this one when he plays me. I think he forgot it. Oh, that's unfortunate. But now we have the killing shot on Cad Bane, a 2v1. Yeah, that's spend a force to guarantee that. Yeah, that's definitely. Dead Cad Bane takes his final crit. That'll be 4 points for the Republic. What are you doing? Sorry, my dog just wanted to come in. Come here. What are you doing? You smell my food. You want my cheezels? They're not for you. What do we got now? We have the range 3 onto Lima, I'm thinking. And that's 2, that's fine. Whoever it was is fine. And then last shot is Lima with your range 0. The strain would have been big there, but you forgot it. I'm trying to inch your way towards my chips. Oh, wow. Focus and a blank is all you need. That's it. That's a dead Plo Koon. Lovely. Well, that's a good swing. Not even a swing. They're both pretty even now, right? One all. So that's 13 to 11. Wow. Cool. So now it's a matter of chasing down points for both teams. I say Lima to 2 bank to the right, grab a claim. Dengar 1 straight, grab a claim. Ketsu do a. Oh, you kind of want to bank there. 2 bank. Oh no, 2 bank wouldn't fit. A 1 bank, I guess, because you want to make sure you have arc in case it's got 2 cards towards the corner. But is he going to do that? Maybe just a 1 straight then. I mean, a 1 straight. Any 2 hards, your arc's coming this way, so you should get him. Maybe if he's in range. And then Obi-Wan needs to make the decision: do I turn back in yet? Yeah, I think I'm not too sure if Lima can live another turn Epionic, but the 2 bank to the right, I think, is your best call, because that means if Annie wants to attack Lima, it's the 4K is the only option he has, or the 1 hard take a range 0 shot. I think that's the only chance. And then even then, if Dengar's 1 straighting, he should be able to grab shots on Lima. regardless. Not Lima. If Dengar one straight, you should be able to get shots on Anakin regardless. Whereas these two are not going to be getting shots on Lima unless Lima does something stupid like a too hard left. I mean, maybe he two Talons Obi-Wan to the left and spends the last Force. I think that's a safe option. I mean, Lima's not taking that shot. Lima's going to be more focused on surviving. And Dengar, I mean, Dengar might as well shoot Anakin in that situation because Anakin is going to be closer as long as it's not range 0. So it's really tricky. Yeah, Dengar had his like turn 1 lock calc, give out the strain for the next shot, but then hasn't done anything. No shot backs. Everyone's too smart to shoot Dengar now. Everyone wants to get in or out. I'm gonna eat it. Sorry, cat and dog want to get out. But yeah, I mean, Ketsu needs to kill this oddball who I think's on 2 HP. And yeah, 2 hull. And then Republic need to kill Lima while still getting points. And that's why I think the 2 bank's best, because if you go 2 bank with Lima and just get these 2 to claim, you have the scenario advantage, the objective advantage. Yeah, definitely. If you can get the kill on oddball, that's why I like the 1 bank to the left from Ketsu, just to guarantee you have a good shot. You can grab a focus. You guarantee you, no matter what oddball does here, you will have a shot for 1 bank. It just puts you in an awkward spot with the rock. But even then, you just 5k towards the bottom of the board and you're good. Hopefully, Narkexi's figured that out. Well, Scum's moving first, so we'll see. Oh, even then, the 2 hard with oddball towards the bottom of the board, I don't even think it's going to keep him safe for the next turn. Oh, he did a 2 straight. What? Why would you do that? There's no reason to remove the strain token. Even if you're getting shot, you're not going to be getting killed. I think that's a massive blunder. That's a massive blunder because if oddball 2 hard to the right now, I don't think he's in Ketsu's arc. And man, I'm not agreeing with any of these moves here. Like, I mean, yeah, you can try and lock oddball, but I think you've put yourself in a bad position with Obi-Wan and Anakin. Maybe it depends if Anakin thought. I don't know. I don't like this. He's trying to bank on the fact that Lima's not getting shot this turn. No, that he thinks he's trying to. Yeah, I'm not sure. He's trying to turn away because make your opponent think that you know everything else. Oh, do you have the shot there? Oh, I think he's just got it. Let's use the peg. I think he's just got that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, there's no barrel rolling onto rocks here, is there? Not with this guy. I guess you just focus and hope to have a mod. Like the Jesus Coco. Barrel roll out of range of Lima. Oh, but you, man, that's tricky. That's a tricky decision there. I don't. Well, Oh, why would you do that? Ketsu's just gonna barrel roll you back into Lima's arc with the tractor. Man, that's so. Oh my gosh, man. That's why. Start of engagement, Ketsu's gonna tractor you. Then Ketsu's gonna hit you and tractor you. And then you're now two tracted and you're gonna move you back into range of the other guy. Like, come on, man. That's okay. Nah, I don't think that was a good call at all. I mean, it means Ketsu doesn't get to blank out twice. Oh gosh. Actually, this will depend if Narkexi remembers that ability because he all the time forgets Shadowcaster. He forgets the title so much. Okay, interesting. What did Anakin do? The 4K as well. Okay. Well, Lima's got a good chance of surviving now. So, yes, that was a very good decision there. I like that. And now it comes down to, does Anakin even want to risk shooting Dengar? Like, is there even a point of shooting Dengar there? I think you lose the game if you do. There's a chance you do. Oh, yeah, Dengar. Yeah, cool. Range 1, 4 dice. Give him the strain as well. Please remember to give him the strain because that will be great for the bonus attack back. Okay, that's not the best, but. No, that's so. Oh, that sucks, Republic. What do we got? Damage sensor rate. Give him the strain. Don't forget. Give him the strain. He's gonna get sidetracked with the objective. Don't forget to give it to him. Man, this is big if he forgets it. I think that was big. And here we go. You skipped Annie. You have a lock. Don't fearless yet. Lock first, and then fearless. No, why would you not reroll all of them? Oh gosh, that's a it's a wasted opportunity. Okay, well that's just a dead oddball anyway. Okay, good on you. That works. So that's 2 more for oddball. He's out. Oddball gets his shot back. No, did you check the dorsal? For oh my gosh, I swear this is just whiff after whiff. No, please, no. Oh, this is a bunch of mistakes here. Oh gosh. Lima didn't check her side arc. Anakin obviously chose not to shoot there, so yeah, so Ketsu keeps the crate, which is great. And then Lima's not dead. Wow. To be fair, that's a massive whiff. That would have been a strained range 1 shot with 3 dice from Lima onto Annie there if he remembered his triggers. But yeah, I think that's gonna be game after this turn because yeah, what did Ketsu do? Lose 2 shields? Yeah, that's gonna be game after this turn. Ketsu just 3 hards to the left to stay on the board. Probably takes an evade. Lima, it doesn't matter whatever Lima's gonna do. because as long as Ketsu has a crate, he wins. Yeah, wow. That's interesting. Yeah. Man, I gotta say though, I've played Narkexi's at my local, and he always forgets the R2G8. Then he always forgets that Lima has a dorsal, and then he always forgets Shadowcaster. So there's so many things that he forgets. I think he's saying that now. He could have, but I mean, that was a missed opportunity. They, yeah, I think that was a missed opportunity. Or maybe he's saying forgot Annie's shot. I don't know. You want more cheesels, don't you, Coco? What are they looking at? Wonder what's happening. They're not setting dials. Ah, someone DC'd. Interesting. They paused time, so yeah, maybe something happened. Jesus, to my dog. Yeah, it's all good. Epionic. Yeah, I normally don't have time, but I had time. Might as well stream. But yeah, so Hetsu's got the crate. No way. I don't think there's any way Dengar dies here. Lima's the only choice of target to die. Maybe Ketsu drops a crate. Whereas Annie's got a damage sensor array for starters. Obi-Wan has 2 hull left. And I guess your best chance of winning is to try and chase after Ketsu. I mean, force back in the systems phase, maybe you boost 5 straight. Boost back to the right 5 straight, I think is your only option, but I think that gets you on the cloud. It's so. I don't think there's much chance of clawing that back for Republic side. It's just you have 1 round left to do stuff, and that's it. So yeah, because it's going to be time no matter what. So that's going to be game, definitely. Definitely going to be the end of it. That's okay. It was a good match. Oh, I've got drink left. Yeah, the 3 bank. I mean, I think the 3 bank fits, so I'm not too sure actually. Like you'd think so, but I wouldn't be risking that. I'd be 3 harding. It's a 6 point ship that could accidentally be killed if you make a mistake. I mean, Annie can't turn around. He's probably just going to launch forward and claim or something because that's gone. Yeah, it's interesting. Definitely interesting. Um, and I am surprised it turned out like this. There was a lot of, I have to say, there's a lot of bad dice on Republic side for defense, I think. Well, for starters, Annie got a blank out. Um, well, not a blank out, but he didn't roll the best. Plo Koon rolled horrible when he died. Literally one hole left in a drink and like a range zero shot. Like he rolled horrible. 1 of 8 on 3 dice. Yeah, and then Obi-Wan, I guess, has been rolling okay. He had to spend his mods to get out of well, I mean the only time he took a damage was dead to right, so that makes sense. And then Oddball's 1 agility doesn't count. Axe didn't roll good either. Yeah, I don't think there's been good defensive dice from Republic here. Whereas Cad Bane, for instance, rolled amazing on most of his defense. Let me choose a dog. Yeah. Gotta love just sitting here, chilling, waiting. Yeah, this is boring. Game isn't over yet, but here's the dice score, like that we are just chatting about. Um, yeah. So okay, well, Flo has only rolled 4 evades in his whole 25 dice, and almost half of his greens have been blanks. His total red dice is a lot at 54, but he has rolled one less crit. Sorry, one more crit, 2 less hit, 2 less eyes, and one more blank. So that's about even. It's all right. Whereas Narkexi's rolled just above average with reds, and just well, yeah, it's about average on both of them, reds and greens. But definitely an advantage for Narkexi on the dice scale. Anyway, let's see if we can wait till this finishes. Embarrassingly, he called it. That's the game. Um, Funny. My bad. But anyway, that's the game. What can I do? I'll talk about in the streams. I don't care about showing. So I think both players played alright. I think main mix-up was Scum. Ketsu getting the locks early with her Mando optics meant she couldn't hop the rocks. Getting locks early, couldn't hop the rocks, meaning she was kind of forced into this go around this way and wasted turn of shooting. Whereas, you know, if she left one lock, she could have locked this gas cloud, go on it, and then um, jump around again, or even just land on that one. Yeah, but yeah, that would have been a good idea. Otherwise, uh, what else was a bad decision from Scum? I mean, I guess Ketsu's launch up there wasn't the best call. It was a good idea, but Annie was scared of that and had predicted the 5K from Cat and just said, "Let's get all our shots there." Um, Republic played really well here. I think their only problem was dice, honestly, with that negative with only rolling 4 evades out of 25 green dice is horrible. Like it's less than a fifth of your dice are, are not evades. So they're spending too many resources. They don't have enough resources all the time to get out of it. So it's not really good. Um, but I mean, both players played well. If the dice were a little bit different, those Jedi would be running away way more. But at the same time, he had to take crates. The Republic side had to take crates and just give up their repositioning because you can't just rely on killing things when you're running dainty little aiders like these. So anyway, it was a good game. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry I just sat there for ages for no reason, but it's okay. Catch you next time.